Good morning. So yesterday, I did a little recording about how I'm setting up my door as a little door journal. I think I'm going to call it Dottie's Door Journal, because my nan was Dottie, and she was the heart and soul of our family, and she passed away in December. And she had really strong values. She was one of the most caring, kindest people ever on the planet. She gave the best cuddles, and a lot of these quotes, not necessarily what she would say, but she would love them. And a lot of the words that I'm going to be adding to my little door journal, she would also love them. She would be intrigued by them. And she would 100% be supportive of me for wanting to do something a little bit different, for wanting to record stuff and pop it in a place where it can be publicly viewed, and she would fully support that and just not judge me in the slightest. So yeah, I am different. I'd like to do things differently. That's just me, and for many years I probably didn't show that enough because I was scared of being vulnerable, and I didn't have the courage to do it. But these last few years, especially since the pandemic started, and I've got involved in things like Joy FE and a lot of these external communities and people I've met through Twitter, I've become a lot braver. I've become a lot louder in a positive way, and found a way of using my voice, and that is just me, and I'm not going to change that. Not now. It could have changed if I would have let it, just through things that I've been through, but I've always kind of fought back and thought, you know what, this is me, and I'm going to share it, because why keep it to yourself? And it's one of them things, if you are a little bit different, you're not just following the status quo every day, then I think not for everyone it will come out, but certainly probably one day it will, in whatever way that might be, and that is absolutely fine. And I just want to be my authentic self, and do things with integrity, speak with integrity, which is one of the reasons I'm starting this new journey, because there's a lot of things I don't agree with, that I've not really liked, and that is not me, and I can't be someone and constrained to ways that I don't necessarily agree with, and I think that is fine. So what I'm planning to do now with my door journal, I was going to just do an update when it was halfway there, but then I thought, you know what, I'm gonna start it and record something every day about one of the quotes that I want to focus on each day. So I've stuck 16 quotes on, but each day what I want to do is add one of my words, and give some context around that word. So this is really my first one. So I am nervous, but I'm excited. I was watching This Is Us last night, and Kate and Toby, I don't know if you watch it, but Kate and Toby were meeting the surrogate mum of the child that they're going to be adopting, and they was talking about being nervous and excited, and Kate in This Is Us said she was nerve-sighted. So maybe that is a good term that I could use for starting this little project that I'm doing. So I've been focusing with the camera on this whilst I've been talking. So in a world full of roses, be a sunflower. And I saw this a while back. You can actually get really big posters of these, and there's all different ones. And the reason why I wanted to save it, and it struck me, is really because of the journey that I've been on for the last couple of years. Also, it's got yellow on it. It's got sunflowers on it. In fact, the first tattoo I got many years ago, underage, and I got into trouble off my dad. I must have been in a rebellious mode, but it was a sunflower. It doesn't look like a sunflower anymore, but it was such a sunflower. So I've always liked sunflowers. I remember years ago as well, I had a sunflower that I grew for quite a while. It was called Paul the sunflower. Don't know why I named it that, God knows. Anyway, so I do like sunflowers. And the butterflies, I have a butterfly tattoo as well. But the butterflies, it's just significant of growth and flourishing and coming out of the darkness into the light and flying around in a world that we can become a better place. And the actual quote, "in a world full of roses, be a sunflower," that struck me because I am a little bit different, and I always have been, but it's just the last few years when I've been brave enough to kind of say, this is me, and this is what I believe, and this is what I think. And being able and confident enough to share that, but also listen to other people. So I'm not saying that everyone else is wrong if they don't agree with me, but being, what is the word? I always do this. Just listening to other people and being able to accept that, there are differences in this world and people have different opinions, different views, and that's fine. So in a world full of roses, be a sunflower. We see so many people in the workplace, in life in general, just kind of churning along, and they're doing the same thing, and sometimes not stepping out of that kind of comfort zone and really sharing what they really think. And I know that's hard for people sometimes, especially in certain places, but I find I'm very drawn to this because of the journey that I've been on for the last few years. So this is why it struck me. Now, as beautiful as roses are, roses also have thorns. So I wouldn't want to be a rose. I don't want thorns. And I love sunflowers, and I've been very drawn to nature as well recently. Well, I've always been drawn to nature and nice things. However, I've really found a connection recently from going on the post-human weekend. So again, this is just underpinning lots of different experiences and elements and features that I've had recently. Also, the idea of the underpinning of flowers in this quote. Flowers flourish, flowers grow in all unexpected places, and flowers are beautiful as well. And they come in all different shapes, sizes, colours. And again, it's seeing past certain things and using objects, using nature as a way of understanding the world. And that's why I love this quote. There's so much in it, and I could go on and on and on. I've chosen a word today as well. Now, this word is one of my favourite words ever. So it wasn't a new word to me, this. However, it is an important word. And I've loved this word for many years because of the surprise it can bring, the kind of shock that it can bring, that can be quite positive, and it can bring you lots of joy as well. The idea that things can happen by chance, that you come across certain people for certain reasons, but it's all happening by chance for something beneficial in your life. So it's a very positive word. And I remember, I think it was last year, we was in an ideas room, and Elizabeth Draper wanted to take this word into an ideas room, and we went in, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful conversation. It was full of joy, it was full of solidarity, it was full of empathy, compassion. So this word brings lots of values into it as well. I feel like this word has been very prominent over the last few years, and certainly within the last 8 months. Certain things have happened which haven't been very nice, but again, trying to think of a positive way to put them not very nice things is that without them, I wouldn't be where I am now. And you learn from things and they help you to become stronger. Not that I'm saying those things should happen. Also, this word, it's been very prominent in my development, certainly. So when I'm thinking about Joy FE and the people who I've met just by chance, have really benefited me in lots of different ways. And I'm not just talking about those tangible things, or, you know, I've got new skills, I've got new knowledge. It's about those meaningful connections. So I've come across these people and they've come across me, and we've connected in a very unusual way, not a way that, you know, you would normally meet someone. So like through Twitter, through online events, ideas rooms, and I've come across that in a very important time of my life, and it's one of them things. I never knew I needed these people. I never knew I wanted to meet these people, but I have, and I couldn't imagine not having all these different beautiful people surrounding me, and it's transformed me. It's been very transformational. They've helped me to dig deep into myself, understand people in different ways, and the values that I have within me very much stemmed from family values. They've helped me to draw those out even more and really, really understand them. And I've found now that they underpin a lot of the things that I do in my life. And it's just been an amazing journey. So the journey that I've been on for the last 2.5, 3 years has been very serendipitous, very. And I love that it has been that way, because I wouldn't be brave enough to show my vulnerability like this, but also start a new journey as well, into a new job role, meeting more people that I know I'm just going to love working with, for a place that I know I'm going to love working at. So yes, so in a world full of roses, be a sunflower. And I think by being your authentic self, it allows for these serendipitous moments to happen. So yeah, it's a really, really positive word. And also I think I would like to add that in a world full of roses, be a sunflower. It's not about, you know, rebelling, no, not at all, or being bad and being negative and causing chaos. Absolutely not about that for me. It's about what Mycroft sent me in a message a while back, and I come back to it all the time to kind of reassure myself that it's okay, and that is awkward, brave and kind. And I think that really underpins in a world full of roses, be a sunflower. And I think that should actually go on there as well at some point. Awkward, brave and kind. So that is my input for today. Tomorrow, it might not even be tomorrow. What I don't want to do is kind of say, right, I'm going to do this every day. I'd love to be able to commit to that, but I'm not going to, because it puts pressure on me. So if I do it every day, great. If I don't, that's absolutely okay. So the next time I will be introducing another quote, and I'm going to add another one of my words that I've come across. And again, I'm going to be creating a Padlet to store these on, but also on this YouTube channel, Dottie's Door Journal. And that's everything for today. So have a great day. You can leave comments on the Padlet, on my YouTube video, that's fine. You don't have to leave anything, that's fine too. Thank you.